Hey everyone, this is Katrina and this is Mama Tiff. Today we are going to do a video that was requested. I'll put your name in the video somewhere over
Obviously,
here.
everybody's different and every situation will be different. I can only speak on my experiences and our life together. So the question is, what is it like being a AG raising a son?
Yes, that is.
And I kind of think that it doesn't matter if you're a AG or a femme or a man, whatever, raising the child. I think it's just it depends on the person and how they are with the kid, and I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think that he realizes that there's a difference, or they can only tell that you love them and you and you appreciate them, and you want to spend time with them. Obviously, I'm a little bit more I don't know, dominant, I guess, with him, or Tyler can tell there's an obvious difference between me and Katrina and how we raise him and how we interact with him. And I guess it's just important for you to establish the role that I guess you'll play in their life. Tyler will come to me. Tyler has started to talk about girls, and there's this one girl in particular that likes him, and he doesn't want to talk to Katrina about it. He asks to speak to me in private. So,
which hurts my feelings.
So there's certain things that we're noticing, I guess, now that he's reaching out to me for, I guess, as the more dominant or person like him. I don't like to say masculine because we're not men, and I'm not trying to be a man. I'm just that person in his life that plays that role, similar to him. I say, like when he was younger, we would say that, the other mama dresses like a girl, and I dress like, I like boy clothes like him. And, he would kind of feel like, oh, so you like the toys that I like? When I was little, you like that kind of
comparison.
He would compare himself to me. Not that I'm a boy, but that, I like those type of things. So I guess it's important to just maybe in the beginning, especially when they're little, just try to relate to them. So they kind of feel like, they have somebody they can relate to in the house. And then they realize that, the other mama or the other person likes, glitter, and the other one likes camouflage, So I guess it's like that. One of the questions is it harder on Tyler since I'm a female, masculine female or a stud? And I think should I say that I already explained that?
Yeah.
Okay, I already explained that I don't think it's difficult for him. He doesn't know, or he believes that it's normal to have two women in his life. He doesn't realize that it's not, it's abnormal, or it's, mom, dad. Tyler, when someone asks Tyler if he has a dad, he's like, no. Like, he look at them like they're crazy. He's like, no, I have two moms. And then the kids are like, two moms? And he's like, yeah. And then he keeps on about his business. So Tyler doesn't really realize that. And I think raised in the household that we raised him in, and our families haven't made him feel that way. He doesn't know that it's a problem, or it's viewed as a problem by certain people, which we want to keep it that way. Another question was, let me see, how was the relationship between Tyler and I? And I think
I'm jealous.
Tyler and I are best friends. We have a great time together, Obviously, we have a lot in common as far as like video games and going outside, and I picked up paintball recently, so he likes and he wants to play. He's just a little bit young right now. So obviously guns. He loves to watch the same type of shows I watch. It's like
two peas in a pod.
Exactly. And although, we did IVF and used a donor, Tyler seems to have every thing that I have. Like, he gets headaches like me. He has the same mannerisms as me. He's sensitive sometimes like me. He what else did he do, babe, with the stomach?
The stomach
He has sensitive stomach like
Yeah,
me.
sensitive.
So if I eat something and it makes my stomach bad, his stomach will be bad too. So I don't know how that happened. I mean, honestly, Tyler even favored me when we were when I was a child and he was, you know, a baby. So it's kind of weird, like, I guess how God works in those ways. And but yeah, I mean, I really don't think that there's a difference being a stud or an AG. You got to make the kid feel like, you know, he or she has two loving parents and that that's how it's supposed to be, you know, and that they're a blessing for you to have, because they are, you know. We're not, you know, obviously we had to go through a lot of things to have a kid. Yeah, we have a good
Support
system in place, you know, with grandparents on both sides that have accepted Tyler.
Okay, go.
We have aunties and uncles, and we have friends that are now Tyler's aunties and uncles. And, you know, we have all those type of situations. And another thing that obviously people bring up, and I've gotten this from male people that I work with and things like that, is when Tyler comes to the point when he has to, you know, talk to us about, you know, obviously male things that he has to do.
What, like what?
Boy things that they do.
He ain't doing nothing.
Anyway, I'm sure my son will come to me and ask me those questions. And, you know, if I have to get one of his uncles involved, then I will do so. But, you know, I think I can help him, you know, as best as I can. I mean, you know, I don't really want to talk about that right now because he's 6, but I know that those things will eventually come, and I'm ready.
Because you're seeing it at such a young age, right?
Yeah. But, you know, he's loved. That's all that matters, and I think that's all that matters in any kid's, male, female, bisexual, you know, homosexual, heterosexual, trans, whatever. As long as a kid is loved and feels love from everybody that they come across and come around, they don't know and see the difference. It's only us that sees the difference, and only us that puts that in the air. So if you don't put it in the air, you'll be fine. Right. You know. So I hope that answers all your questions, 87 Low. And if you have any further questions, and anyone have any questions, you could hit Katrina.
What were your feelings in the beginning when we found out?
I was nervous, you know, obviously, because I was worried. Once again, like 87 Low put forth, I was putting that in my head, and I was nervous about how I would be perceived as an AG raising a son. And honestly, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, once you have the kid and once the kid is there, or, you know, if you're stepping into a step parent role or whatever, it's how the kid receives you and how you receive the kid. And I think if you ask, like, we live obviously on a block and we have neighbors, if you ask all the kids on this block who's their favorite parents or parent, they're going to say me.
Excuse me, it's us.
I think
they just want to have, they want to feel special.
Yeah, and we make Tyler feel very special.
And we make all the kids
and we make them feel special when they're with us.
Yeah.
And I think that they don't see a difference. They see it as normal.
Right.
Period. Like, they don't, you know, it's all about how the kids receive you and you receive the kids. It's all about the love you get. Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of think that it's just, you know, I definitely was very nervous coming into it. That I could say. I was really scared.
Would you say it was more maternal, like your maternal instincts popped in as far as like accepting it?
I don't know how to explain it. I mean, when you had him, when Katrina had him and she had a C-section, she couldn't do anything for like a good 2.5 weeks. So I kind of had to be there 100%, even though I didn't, you know, bear the child. Obviously, I was like, you know, it was like second nature all of a sudden. It was really weird. I never really dealt with a baby before, but I kind of felt like, you know, this is my child. You know, even in the hospital, I kept Tyler in the room with us the whole time. I didn't want him to be with the nurses. Only time he left was to get shots, and he was brought back to the room, and I kept him 24/7 with us. And, you know, and still to this day, I don't really want Tyler, you know, going
without us.
Yeah, so it's just something that just kicked in. I don't know exactly why. You know, I can't really explain that. I guess it's a maternal thing, because sometimes I'm not that maternal. It's just a different kind of maternal. Katrina's a nurturer. I'm a nurturer, but I still want him to be a man at the end of the day, and I try to raise him that way. I want him to be the strongest man possible, you know, mentally, physically, everything. I want him to be, you know, the best person and a strong man. And I feel like, you know, I'm trying to raise and instill that in him from a young age, you know. And to all the new moms out there, whether you're femme, AG, stud, or whatever, new parents in general, males as well, just try to be confident and be there for your kids, and, you know, basically let your kids know that it's okay to be different, and it's okay that your family doesn't look like everybody else's family. And you know what? A lot of families look different. Some people are raised by grandparents. Some people are raised by one mom. Some people are raised by one dad, two dads, two moms, mom and dad. Who knows? But everybody's different, and we have to accept each other and everyone, you know, for their differences, and they're accepted by our families. And if anybody has a problem with it, obviously, you know what they can do.
So this concludes our video. This was the first time Tiffany's really sat for an interview, and I really appreciate it, babe.
You're welcome. It's probably gonna be the last one.
Don't. Y'all request more videos with Tiffany in it because you guys love her. She has a sweetheart, and she supports everything that I do. And I'm really grateful that Tyler has her in his life because she's amazing. So if you guys have any more questions, you studs, you AGs out there, for Tiffany, Two Mommies and a Blessing,
They'll get it,
at gmail.com, or you can just hit me up, DM me on our Instagram page. And yeah, we'll see you next time, right?
They'll see you next time.